And what I'm going to do it is just sprinkle it with a little bit of spicy sprinkles for color. And voila. Fried cabbage, y'all. Hi you all, welcome back to Chell's Kitchen, back at you with another great video. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Today we will be making fried cabbage. This is a quick, simple, easy recipe if you do it Chell's way. Cabbage is one of those dishes everybody loves but really don't know how to cook. So today is your lucky day because I'm going to show you how to do it. Let's get started. So I've already chopped up my onions and I already chopped up my bell pepper and my cabbage. I just took the head of cabbage and just sliced it down. You want it to be at a nice, that's completely up to you. If you want the big lettuce, then that's up to you. But me, I like to chop mine up. So you can chop it up, chopped up my onion, chopped up my bell pepper. You can also use red pepper, yellow pepper. You can use any peppers you want. I just using what I have on hand. You also need butter. This is what I fried my cabbage in, butter. Also, I use just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, just a little bit. And then here we are with our seasoning. I also use my minced garlic too, y'all. I love these minced garlic. So that goes with our vegetables here. Also have my Lori seasoning salt. Definitely need just a little bit of that. Got my garlic powder. I got some onion powder here. I got some black pepper. I also grabbed the cayenne pepper. This is for the people who love the spicy food. If you love spicy cabbage, then yes, definitely sprinkle a little bit of this in there. And I also have the red pepper flakes. Now, I am not going to put the cayenne pepper because, as you all know, this is really, really hot. And I am trying to feed this to my kids. So I'll probably just put just a little bit of crushed red peppers in there just to give it a little heat, but not too much. Alright, so as you all can see, my butter is melted and it's at a nice simmer. That's how you want it to look. Because what you want it to do is you want it to cook down your cabbage. So what you're going to do now is just take big handfuls of your cabbage and you're going to apply it to your butter mixture. Just like this. Now, I know y'all probably looking like she is not about to get all that cabbage in there. The great thing about cabbage, y'all, if you chop up a lot and you realize it's not all fitting in your skillet, what you can do is put the top on for about 4 or 5 minutes. What is going to happen is this cabbage that's in there is going to cook all the way down. As it gets hot and start cooking down, and then you can add the rest, season it, throw in all your peppers and everything, and go from there. So I'll be right back with y'all. Once this come down a little bit, we're going to add the rest of our cabbage. We're going to season it up real good, add all of our stuff, and yeah, put it all together. Alright, y'all, so I'm back. As y'all see what I mean? It has condensed. See, so if you just put that top on it, it will condense for you. That's when you go ahead and add the rest of your cabbage. That's good. What I'm going to go down with is my bell peppers and my onions. Also going to go down with some garlic. Alright, and then you just want to give it a nice stir if you can. Just try to integrate everything in there again. You can, or you can also put the top on and let it cook down some more. But we're gonna try to give it a nice stir. Whatever falls out, just put it back in. All right, y'all. So I mixed it in really well. My onions, my bell pepper. This garlic smells so good, y'all. Oh my God, this garlic and butter together, it just smells so good. Alright, so now that I gave it a nice stir, we're going to go in with seasoning. Got my Lorry's here. You just want to lightly sprinkle. That probably is about 1.5 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons. Put some black pepper in here. We're going to put some garlic powder in here. And it may seem like a lot, y'all, but once you start mixing it in, you got to think it's a lot of cabbage in there that you're trying to season. And then we got, put some onion powder. Onion powder. Last but not least, I'm going to add just a little bit of my red hot sprinkle for color. Put that in there for color. Now you just want to give it a nice stir again. Go ahead and work in your seasoning. Work in your seasoning. Isn't it so beautiful? Cabbage is so pretty. It's a pretty green. So beautiful. And it smells so good, y'all. OMG. Hey, y'all, stuff keep popping out my pot. And I'm putting it right back in there, period. We're eating everything. And yeah, so got a nice, go ahead and put everything in there. Just try to mix it as best as you can. Again, it will cook down. It looks like a lot, but this is going to cook down a lot, y'all. Cabbage, it probably takes about 30 minutes to make cabbage altogether. It's really quick. It's really not that hard. Just put in there just like that. We're going to put the top on it. We're going to let it cook, y'all, for about 5 to 8 minutes. Then I'm going to come back, give it another stir, check it out, and we take it from there. I just want to make sure my onions and pepper and everything is nicely mixed. So I'm a digger, y'all. I'm a stabber. Alright, she looks beautiful, y'all. Yummy. And we'll be back in just a moment. We're going to let this cook down some. And yeah, we'll be back in just a moment. Alright, y'all, so we're coming back. It's been about 8 minutes. Coming back 8 to 10 minutes, giving it a stir. And it's cooking beautifully. This is how I make my fried cabbage, y'all, and it be so good. Now looking at it, it does look like it needs a little bit more seasoning to me. I could just look at something and tell if it needs more seasoning. So I'm just gonna add just a little bit more, y'all. I'm gonna add just a little bit more garlic powder. Now that it's cooked down, it should really absorb the seasonings. Put a little bit more onion powder in here. Put a little bit more black pepper. And a dash more of our seasoning stuff. Just a dash. You don't want your cabbage to be too salty. But if you like salty cabbage, then put as much salt and seasoning salt as you want. So we're gonna give it another stir, y'all, and that is it. That's all you really gotta do to make cabbage. Get your cabbage, chop it up, chop up any vegetables you're gonna have in it, your onions, your peppers, your garlic, whatever. Chop that up. Put it all in the pot, melt your butter. I've never fried cabbage with regular cooking oil, like vegetable oil, but I'm sure you could. I've never done it, so I don't know, how that would taste. I'm sure it'll be fine. I just like butter. This is just how I was taught to do it with butter, and it's the only way I've ever done it. So it's actually really good. So yeah, you can do it this way. You can fry it with the butter, or you can also boil your cabbage. You can put it in a big pot. Add about that much water to it. Add all your cabbage in there. And the same as if you was boiling it. If it's just way too much in that pot, put your top on it. Walk away for about 5-10 minutes. Come back. By that time, it should be cooked down. Put the rest of your cabbage in there. Put your top on. So it's the same thing as if you was boiling. If you're boiling, just get you about that much water. Put some butter in it. Bring it to a rolling boil. Once it starts boiling, add your cabbage. Add all your vegetables. Add your seasoning. And just let it boil to your consistency. When you think yours is done. Me, I like my cabbage to be all the way done, almost kind of smushy a little bit. I know it's a little weird. My husband, he like his to have, a little, I want to say a crunch. So yeah, just a little crunch to it. So I tried to get it right in the middle of there to where it got just a little crunch, but it's still like all the way done for me. That's it. You just want to keep stirring it. Also, you want to use a non-stick skillet if you can. If you're using a non-stick skillet, make sure you grab one of these, y'all. This is one of them items you just keep walking past in the stores and you're like, oh, and you see people with them and you just, I'm telling you, these things are great, y'all. These things are great for making eggs. They are great for anything, really. What I like about the bamboo, this is called like a bamboo paddle or something like that. I got this from Dollar General for $1. And yeah, what I like about it is with your stainless steel pots and pans, you use this, it won't scrape up your pots and pans. You spend way too much money on the pots and pans to get them all scraped up with forks and spoons and metal spatulas. So invest in one of these. They have the wooden ones, and hold on one second. We also have, there's another one. Let's see if I can find it, y'all. I found it. And it's also one of these. One of these. You see these, a lot of people use them for cakes and stuff, but these are also really great for the same thing. It's a rubber tip, so it's not going to bang up your pots and pans and leave scratches. Again, these are good for eggs as well. This thing right here is really good for a lot of things. If you got cornbread and you're trying to scoop it out the bowl, or cake mix and you're scooping it out the bowl, it's good for eggs on your non-stick skillet. So yeah, these two tools has really been a lifesaver. I'm so happy that I invested my $2. So yes, if you see these, grab them, especially if you care about your pots and pans. My thing is that with the stainless steel and the pots and pans, y'all, and when we're scraping them with the metal spatulas and the forks and the spoon, where is that going to? The black that that you scraped off the skillet, where is it going? It's going into our food. So yeah, so just use a little metal paddle like this, and you don't have to worry about that. We're eating metal, y'all. That's the way to think of it. Oh yeah, and this is about done, y'all. I'm going to let this cook probably another 5 to 10 minutes, and my cabbage will be done. Fried cabbage. It smells so good. I wish y'all could smell it. Oh, MG. It just smells so good. Got my garlic going all through there. You can see a red paper flake here and there. It's a little color in there. And yeah, that's how Shell does it. This is Shell's way, y'all. Alright, so again, we're going to let this cook for another 5 to 10 minutes. Then we will be all done. See, voila. It's not that hard, y'all. Again, cabbage take about 30 minutes to cook. So yeah, we're going to come back when this is all done. Again, another 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to plate it for you all. We're going to give it a taste. And yeah, we'll be right back. Again, I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't yet, make sure you like and subscribe. I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to watch me. So I really appreciate you. Again, if you have not liked and subscribed, please be sure to do so. So as y'all can see, our cabbage is about done. And look at that. See how it cooked down? You remember when we was putting it in there, it was all big. If I would have put it all in there, it would have been like this big. Cabbage do cook down, y'all. So when you're chopping it up, it might seem like it's a lot. Like, oh, we ain't going to eat all of this. But yeah, go ahead and just chop the whole cabbage up. You'll thank me later. And what's going to happen is you're going to make this. It's going to be so fire. And you're going to be so mad that you threw away the rest of that cabbage thinking that you had enough. Because once it cooked down, you're going to have about this much cabbage in there. So just go ahead. I know from previous experience to just go ahead and chop it all down. And yeah, this is a full head of cabbage, y'all. This is one of them big ones too. It was a big head of cabbage. So yeah, and look what it cooked down to. Alright, so it's all done. What we're going to do now is go ahead and plate it. Yummy. Probably ain't using the best thing to scoop it with, but it'll do. Alright, nothing like a big old bowl of cabbage. And another thing too, y'all, I forgot. Normally, I would put sausage inside of my cabbage. I'm not going to put sausage in it today because I actually have over there, I have some beef, neck bones, and potatoes in the crock pot that this is going to go with. And I didn't want the sausage intertwined with my beef neck bones. So yeah, you can also add sausage to this as well. And you can add your sausage whenever, like you see when I had the butter melted, you can add it then and then add the cabbage on top of it. Or you can wait to, like I did, add everything in there and you can add the sausage on top, add your seasoning, mix it all in there real good and let your sausage cook with your cabbage, because especially if you get like the Eckrich sausage, the beef kind, or even the turkey kind, especially the beef, I normally buy the beef, that beef flavor cooks all through your cabbage and it just tastes so good. So yes, a lot of times I do put sausage in it, but I didn't this time because I'm actually making beef neck bones, and yeah, I just don't want sausage and neck bones together. So yeah, so we have it all plated up, and then what I'm going to do is just sprinkle it with a little bit of spicy sprinkles for color, and voila, fried cabbage, y'all.